Welcome back to the Bazaar. I'm Inko, and I'm finally off the mat grind. I've unlocked the new Dooley set, and they look really cool. I received a lot of pushback in my review video for them where I said they were probably really good and potentially pay to win. Thankfully, the monetization system got overhauled. That's not a concern anymore. But no, the bugs are incredible. This is a pure bug video. It shows off how bugs fit into a bunch of different builds as they transition from one bug build to another throughout the run, and shows off the absolutely busted infinite combo full board lockout potential of Blue Beetle in specific when you get the full support package for it. All of the bugs are good, but Blue Beetle to me stands out as the one that is potentially by far the strongest. Anyways, here's the run. Tell me if you still think the bugs are weak after this. Getting into my core selection on Dooley, I want to play Companion Core. I think it's better with the bugs, and I'm interested in playing the bugs. Gold tier skill and Enchanted Item both feel like Companion Core is just the weakest starting core. I'm going to go with Gold Income and accept that I'm losing day one. Gonna go Andy and find some bugs. That was the game plan. Let's stick to it. Alright, there's a bug. Copperhead's a snake. He doesn't count. Yeah, that's not a great opening. I think of these fights, I won't Fang Dinglet just because it's the highest average gold value. I'm not sure. I don't think anything really synergizes with bugs out of those options. But as we wait for the Sandstorm to get here, because Lord knows my build won't be doing anything, I'd like to remind you can sub for more daily Bazaar content just like this, and if you could leave a like whenever you do leave the video, it really does help the channel spread around in the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. And by the magic of editing, the Sandstorm is here, and this battle is finally at its close. Hopefully we get a pelt, a Fang's acceptable, Deadly Eye is far and away the worst hit. I really should calc the average gold. My gut tells me that the pelts mean this is the highest average gold value, but the fact that I just think that and assume it is not good. I'm gonna have to assume Tiny Furry Monster will be offered with something less pressing than going to Kina against it. Like, I need to come to this shop. Well, that's certainly one of the weakest set of non-weapon items that could have been offered. What, do I bank a Sender here? What's the play? I'm putting my memory card in for the fight because I know I'm not gonna win anyway. So I'd rather make gold in my PvP fight. And I'm banking the Cinder for a Firefly or a Microdave or even a Soldering Iron down the line. Theoretically, a terrible weapon Vanessa is like the one thing I could possibly beat. A good weapon Vanessa is the one thing that prevents me from gaining even one gold. Switchblade Shovel are pretty bad. Those are obviously not the weapons you want with your gold starting strength. But it's more than enough to beat the pile of garbage I'm playing. And it looks like it'll take long enough to kill me that I actually get 3 uses out of my memory card, which is very nice. Because frankly, plus 3 gold's the best thing I could possibly have asked for out of my starting fight. Yeah, there's no shot we're getting a 4th use. That would be crazy. The Sandstorm's just gonna kill. Oh, wait! Holy! We got it by like 3 health. Good job, Wallace. You actually paid for yourself. You're break even now because you got me that extra heal, or sorry, that extra trigger on memory card. Anyway, our build is absolute trash. We have to fix it. Middle's kind of not the way to do it. It's a chance at drill, and bugs are great with drill. Boom, done.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy.
Now, is it possible for this build currently to win a PvE fight? I'd like to decline comment there. I don't want a Microdave if I have a drill, meaning there's no other medium item I want anymore. I guess I would do something like this for my board currently. Blue Beetle's so bad I would haste Wallace instead.
Yeah,
Let's see what our bronze tier skill is.
too skilled for my humble abilities.
I mean, it's gotta be right-handed, doesn't it? I would love to take Final Flame for a Firefly down the line, but
There are greater trainers
at this point, we're kind of in on drill just to win our PvE fights. Going to go Quixel. I don't like that it's a 4 gold roll at all. Is it worth rolling on Quixel? That's the real question. Yes, I hate it, but yes. Yeah, disgusting. Well, I'm just gonna go into my next fight and be sad about it.
I just want the huge things.
Oh, we probably want the bug for charging the core, don't we? I've got haste on the companion core. Power drill's effectively like less than a 6-second cooldown. I am fairly confident I can run this. I don't know if I can put Wallace over a slot, though. Because that both slows down Wallace by not giving it haste and slows down the Companion Core. I think this works, and I don't think I can be greedier than this. If I lose this fight, then I go on my face, but I'm pretty sure that right-handed gives me the ability to do this. If I didn't have right-handed, I'd probably feel like I had to put Blue Beetle in to win. Now, the question is, was I correct? How much damage do we actually deal? Because I know we are not going to out-shield anything. Like, Wallace is going to do his best. He's going to, you know, block an amount of damage, which will help in fatigue. But the only question is, do we actually meaningfully out-damage this? Which I thought we did. And yeah, we are getting damage to stick, just not a lot of it. Which isn't reassuring. No, we've gained the edge now. We definitely win this, even with, like, these other resolutions coming through. Easiest tie of my life. I knew I didn't need Blue Beetle. Wasn't sweating at all. And for my greed, I get another 3 value on my memory card. Rust is great. If you get a couple skills that trigger off of Rust or a couple other start of combat effects, you can easily get your power drill to just trigger on start of combat. And in a Vat of Acid meta, I assume my Vat of Acid hotfix is going live soon. I'm recording this Monday morning. But right now, in the late game, Vat of Acid kills you at 6 seconds. If you do not have a solution to that, then you are playing the lottery and hoping you hit people who are not playing Vat of Acid. One of the solutions is having this go off before Vat of Acid. I think I want to go B1, B2 and upgrade the Beetle. I think that's actually pretty damn good.
I say thoroughly tested.
Maybe short-term Companion Core was better, but long-term the Beetle is definitely the preferred upgrade. I think on our next hour we want to go Andy, keep looking for the rest of the bugs. I'm telling you, they're right around the corner. Bugs any second now. Ah, there's a singular bug. It's wrong not to buy crypto, so let's get that one too. And we actually do not level up on time. Do I run Black Beetle because it triggers the drill? Or do I accept that I'm losing and run the memory card? Gonna be honest. Going to accept that I'm losing and run... It's a Vanessa, it's not a Mac. Hold up. Hasting the drill effectively charges the drill 2 seconds. Hasting the Black Spider effectively charges the drill 1/3 of a second. So it's better to run Black Spider off on the side. There is a non-zero chance I win this. Health pools are pretty low. I've got a decently fast drill. I'm not going to run the memory card. It might actually cost me a win here. It's unlikely, but there is a real chance I win without memory card. Right-handed, Sunderer, I have no shield. Shark Claws, even at bronze, are horrifying. And because I slowed specifically the grenade, now the grenade can crit for extra damage. Sick. Literally any other... Perfect. I love it when my own items betray me. If that grenade had not been slowed, if it had not crit, I win that fight. However, RNGesus decided that I am not allowed to have early wins this run, which I don't really greatly appreciate. Bronze tier friend has a decent shot of hitting a bug, but it also has a huge shot of hitting something else. I'm just gonna take Ascender. Just take the econ option when it's presented to me so that I can actually find bugs guaranteed when I do see them in a shop. I'm all in on a drill right now. That's like the one thing middle can do is upgrade drill. I'll sell crypto at 4. Extract's probably coming in at bronze, but bronze extract is bugged to give 2 poison anyway. Honestly, I think I'm just happy to take 5 normal chocolate bars here. My health totals are very low. B1, B2 versus Quixel. I'm going to take B1, B2 and upgrade the drill. It's just a lot of additional damage. I'm all in on the drill currently. Going to sell my chocolate bars now. Do I beat a Scout Trooper? Absolutely not. That dude's insane. Scout Trooper just hits so hard. I have not found what I need to actually run a good build. I'm going to check out Street Gamer here. I know their average gold value is pretty bad because of the pickles, but small refresh is actually quite good against Max in the early and mid game with a bug build. Because all of my bugs will be very fast, they'll be triggering this heal and consequently purging off various stacks of poison and burn, which is almost always what Mac is looking to do in his early game. Now, I did assume that I actually out-damaged small refresh here, which apparently isn't as clear as I thought it was, but we get there eventually.
Another round now.
Also, I should have been hasting memory card. I am losing gold. And I should mention memory card is bugged right now. Its tooltip indicates that it will upgrade the way it used to. It gains 1 gold at all tiers, though. It's much worse than it used to be. Huh. Don't think I have a use for yo-yo, sadly. Andy, please help. Andy, what is that trash? Alright, we have found a singular bug.
Smart one for your size.
And I think I go cool LEDs as well. The issue is that this bug specifically wants to be right here, yeah, between the freeze and slow. So I can't put cool LEDs next to it to charge it any faster. It's still a good enough cool LEDs, like I'm running slow already, I have a drill. It's a pretty fast core. What would my last card be? I'm gonna run the memory card. It's just that easy. Alright, Ayla. Do you have a drill upgrade for me? Because I don't think there's anything else you can do.
And you might.
Armadillo. I'm not going to buy the Armadillo. I'd much rather have my gold saved for something else. I can see how it might give me a win here, but God, it is just not very impressive. Oh, also, I don't level up. I never found an experience option. Shit. Gonna be honest with you, I'm not going to give up the gold here. It could be the difference. Fine. I don't even think it's worth it. Charging the drill is more valuable than charging the core, I think. Also disrupting my opponent. I don't know, they could be an ammo build, so slow might hit nothing. After due deliberation, I'm gonna run with Wallace. I don't know which one's right.
I may be young for
I do not feel favored, though, having failed to hit level 4. My opponent did 2. Right eye's not great. They have shark claws already. They're at bronze, thank God. So the question is, once again, will the grenade crit? Thank Christ. Of course, we're still just losing, apparently. I think we made it?
like my
Barely.
Yeah. Another round.
Oh, just scraped by. Thanks, Wallace. You might have been critical to that. I don't know that you actually did anything. The fight's so fast that memory card just doesn't matter very much either is the thing. Considering I ended that fight with less than 10 health and Wallace went off, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't put the memory card in. I'm definitely going to upgrade the Black Beetle here. This gets an additional target with every tier it goes up, making it fantastic with Curio. It's totally conceivable that by the end of the run, this might be like slow 4 for 5 seconds. Put in that, and I guess for my last item, it'll be memory card. I can go to Barcoon, sell 1, 2, 3 things for an extra gold. I think I'm just gonna take a small friend, man. There's a good chance it's something I care about. I really care about that. That's literally the best thing it could possibly have been. If I had the ability to handpick an item, I would have got that one. Alright, this wants to be adjacent to haste or slow, and I can put the LEDs next to it because I don't have a haste target. That's not true. I have the best haste target. I have companion core. We give the cinders over to this. I don't have to do it yet. What's our next shop? It's JJ.
A friend. I mean, a customer.
With trash, like always. Sick, JJ. Keep up the good work. Feel like shops have just been robbing me a lot lately on my Dooley runs. Now, am I strong enough to beat this easy? Easy? No. But I don't think that this will matter, considering the enemy literally does not use any direct damage. It's all poison. And I think I win this consistently. Like, I should get a lot of drill value, very immediately stack up a bit of poison and burn. It's not a great matchup, but it's not bad. It's just I'm very worried about how bad RNG could be. No, it's just a Hexa being trash, man. I always think a Hex is gonna be close, and then, like, the viruses activate when it's already dead. Also, that's a good sign. The build's gotten a lot better with the Firefly and the LEDs and the additional item slots. It happens with Companion Core. You really need the full board for that guy. We go Curio here every time. We will be rolling this. I want the plus damage. I think the plus poison is worth. Is there ever a world where I want to go for knee brace? No, I'm a drill build. Well, I mean, theoretically I'm a drill build. Kind of hasn't turned out that way yet, but whatever, it's fine. Wow, no slow... Alright, I can't complain too much. Fine. Yeah, there's no slow duration increase, but I got some other pretty good junk. We got +1, 2, 3 poison, +3 burn, +4 damage. Like, sure, this guy's still slowing 2 for 1, and he could have been slowing 2 for 3. But that's a pretty good set of items to pull. I wanted more, but I can't be that greedy, really. Haste, slow, and cooldown. He can have enchantments. He can sell Black Spider. No, I'm going to go for a fight here. Awesome. I'm very happy to get a fight anytime I come to that. Diamond Fangs is obviously by far the best hit. 1 in 11 that when my bugs get to Diamond tier, they become unspeakably fast. Outside of Diamond Fangs, I'm probably looking to drop Drill and someday play Bulldozer, just because I need this stuff to go off before the VAT. Like, I'm looking to find a way to make my build loop and lock out to prevent Vat of Acid from killing me in the late game. 4 gold, what can you do? Alright, what's our silver tier skill have for us? It has 4 gold lost immediately. When you slow, your weapons gain 2 damage, it's just not enough. I've got to roll, I've got to look for something better than that. Shield scaling, poison, or burn. Gotta say, burn seems objectively better.
When you're ready, I'll send you to Orlin, but I'll keep you as long as I can.
I think my opponent's going to die before the memory card goes off. There's also a teeny tiny chance this affects it, especially in a burn matchup. So I am going to put Wallace in. It's like a difference of potentially 1 gold. The pig is not living for 20 seconds. And the earlier fights where there's a real chance I live for 30 seconds, it's much more reasonable. Those are some big succulents. Not big enough. This guy's very done. How does this work again? Ah, it's a buff to all shield items. Right. Anyway, the drill seems pretty good at the minute. Yeah, for a day 4 drill build, that's fantastic. Ideally, we're out of this on day 12. We don't want to stick around for the late game lottery of nothing but Vat of Acid and builds that have done the impossible and survived against Vat of Acid. Tinker's fantastic, it filters down to bugs. Huh. You do appear to be objectively better than Companion Core, don't you? I'm sorry, Cornelius. Oh, by the way, this guy's name, Cornelius. The new art for the Companion Core is fantastic. It's got the little fan, the little juice box is just wonderful. And up here in the funny sideways language of the Bazaar, it says Corn Elias. And I was like, what the hell is a Corn Elias? Is this a reference I don't get? Google searched it and it was like, did you mean Cornelius? And I felt very dumb. But the art for that's fantastic. I just totally forgot to talk about it in this video. What lovely art this game has. Anyway, I think Wallace is right out. Actually, Wallace is probably better than a cool LEDs with no core. We take DJ Robot, we just have to. We take Black Spider upgrade, it's fantastic. And I'm willing to roll and see what we can get and liquidate my memory card if I have to. Race Carl. Tough choice, really. I mean, Wallace is out. I'm going to sell him. I'm going to toss this yo-yo. Actually, the virus or the pelt is better. Because I won't first aid it instead. That's just better for drill, better for the build in general. This is the correct positioning currently. There is some consideration that Race Carl could actually be better than drill. Alright, I've considered it. It's not true. We're done there. That is a massive improvement to the build, by the way. I think I'm happy to take 2 income or Finn's Big Bite. Ayla's unnecessary. I want the drill on the far right. It should be faster, I think, than nanobots. I'd be shocked if it's not faster than essentially a 2-second. I'm going to take the income. I feel like I have a lot of gold left to spend, and my build is already favored in this phase of the game. I don't think 5 regen's a huge amount anymore. We should crush a scope vial. Like, I genuinely think this DJ Robot pickup sent us to the moon. Let's see if I was right about that, because it takes us a second. Our bugs trigger, and then the fucking game ends, right? Like, we just never stop hasting? Yes.
Why do people always
He got me down to 797 health. He dealt 3 damage to me. 14 haste out of Robot. 65 burn out of Firefly. 9 slows, 6 freezes, 28 poison out of the mantis. Or are you a mantis? What are you? A wasp. Yellow is the mantis. And nanobot's helping, but it's mostly a drill build. I guess first Aiden really could be anything. We're probably cooldown capped anyway. I don't know, he's a fast friend. That's all he needs to be, right? And beating Scoble there is fantastic. I'm gonna take the loot item, push my economy. The only tool I would care about is specifically drill. Anyway, we got a spare change instead of a loot item because that's still in the pool. Upgrade to DJ Robot isn't terrible. It would give me the ability to have slightly better damage output, I guess, with a second nanobot. Because I don't think first Aiden matters. It could also give me Dooltron, which would be insane. Or a power drill upgrade.
Master merchant, I can
No to all of that.
sell you things.
I really am not feeling Race Carl. Maybe it's not like mutually exclusive with Race Carl. Maybe it's like running over these two. I think that's worse. However, I am willing to sell the cool LEDs, the virus, the yo-yo, the piggles.
So tiny.
The truffles first, and then the thing.
Even Quixel.
And frankly, it's pretty hard to keep slotting this in, so I'm going to sell the memory card now. And it's not an issue of money. I could easily pick up the Race Carl if I wanted it. I just don't think Race Carl is the right play. Pearl's Dig Site versus JJ. JJ's pretty decently likely to upgrade something. Huh. Is Metronome even good? The issue with Metronome is that I'm probably haste locked anyway, right? All of this going off constantly is going to keep this spamming out haste every single 2 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 1.4 seconds of haste, and then first Aiden's contributing 2. I think I already have haste on internal cooldown, and the drill doesn't need a metronome. I believe that. I'm not going to buy the metronome. I'll take a crypto, and we'll eventually be break even from this shop. I'm not happy about it, though. Alright, we should be pretty good against the Mac for day 5. There are very few Macs doing anything crazy on day 5. You can get some pretty high rolls with like Staff of the Moose or Burn builds. Fire Potion, Lighter, Ruby, Thurible, Obsidian Thurible with 10 burn for some reason. That's definitely scary. I think I win, but it's going to be very close either way. Nah, we get him. Actually, not even that close. Having 74 HP left, or sorry, 300 HP left with 74 burn. That's like almost 2 full seconds, assuming his board kills me in 2 seconds. That's an eternity for a burn mirror, though. I rarely see burn mirrors where you win with like more than 2 seconds to spare, so I'm happy with that. Small burn item, huh? We've got thrusters, nitro, a lot of things that aren't Firefly. I'm happy to go, JJ.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
Induction Aegis. Wow, thanks, JJ. Probably should have checked what my crypto was at. It's just not a high priority for me because it's bronze. Middle can upgrade power drill. I have so much gold that it's worth it, but it doesn't feel worth it. All right, we got the hit. Once again, are you sure you don't want Race Carl? Yeah, I'm sure. I want the better setup for generating haste. I want the better setup for getting the most out of Firefly and making sure haste never falls off. We crush a Loan Shark. If that Mac didn't kill us, there's no way this Loan Shark does. As scary as new Loan Shark is with the dual silver shark claws for plus 40 damage every 5 seconds, it's not as bad as 70 burn is, man. I might die on the second hit of Cash Cannon, but this guy's not living for 14 seconds. Didn't even live for 9. The build's just very, very strong once it goes off. I just have to wait for that to happen is the problem. I don't have aquatic items. Theoretically, I could get them with a SATCOM down the line, but that's basically just a miss. We have 5 gold value on crypto, so that's nice. I think this is an awkward situation where it's actually silver skills. Like, upgrading a red Firefly doesn't seem that important. The important part of Wasp and Firefly is their functionality. The base value is going up by 2 with each upgrade. It's not a big deal. Upgrading Blue Beetle definitely matters more, but I don't really care about Poison nearly as much as I care about Burn. This is like the part that's cuttable unless I find a way to loop it. I'm going to keep going to shops that target these anyway. I'm going to go to Silver Skills. If I get anything like Hotspot, I guess Hotspot's the only real hit here. I do have 7 items. Well, I always have 7 items. I could theoretically end up breaking this if I go, like, 2 large items, such as Robotic Factory plus Bulldozer down the line. But I mean, that's already a great spot to be in. Otherwise, this is 5% cooldown reduction, which is great. It's definitely worse than Hotspot, probably worse than a burn skill, maybe worse than a poison skill. I'm gonna take it. It's definitely one of the better hits I can find. I think rolling off it is crazy. Quicksil can sell my entire board, so being up against Pearl's a bit rough. Especially when my board's pretty much like locked into like the way I improve this is Dooley cards. I'm not gonna go to Pearl.
It's terrifying.
Maybe I should have. Like, I feel like I've been particularly mean to Pearl lately. It's only because I've also been robbed by Pearl a lot lately. After I finished my whack win streak, I just started grinding with Mac, and I had a lot of runs where I was like doing well with Moose Staff, or what's the other one? Magnus's Femur. That's the other 3-slot weapon. And in those runs, every time I went to Pearl, I just got literally nothing. Every single time. It was agony. I don't hate a soldering gun, but I'm not going to pick that up. Lowering his cooldown to 9 seconds is good. I upgrade the nanobot, that's also good. If I keep the nanobot, and I'm going to. Again, I don't think metronome matters, especially with the lowered cooldown now. 140 damage, you say? Seems alright. Its cooldown's even lower, it's 3.8 now. I think I'm favored in the Dooley mirror for day 6. Like, I don't have the long-term scaling figured out. I don't have Bulldozer, I don't have Dooltron, I don't have any of, like, the late-game scalers that can really allow me to freeze lockout somebody. Not for lack of trying. That's a fairly large rocket launcher. I think we're good. Why are we charging the Chem Snail on this board? Isn't the Chem Snail pretty irrelevant to the win condition here? I don't know, that confuses me. I feel like he'd be much better off either charging the core itself. Like, yeah, you just charge the core. You put it over here, you charge the core. You get haste on the core and haste on the Chem Snail, which is about the same as charging the Chem Snail anyway. I don't get that at all. That just seems mispositioned. Alright, we're happy to see Andy because we are bugs. It's not the bug I wanted. Do I really care about Yellow Mantis? No, I'm really looking for upgrades on the freeze and slow bug as well as burn bug. Hey, speak of the devil. Thank you, Andy. I would also like to find a coolant to put in the back at some point. Haste, slow, and cooldown. I'm okay going to talk. You can sell enchants, which could be pretty crazy. He also filters down towards Black Spider, which is nice. Oh! You're slow reference. You can be here. I did not know this. That also means he can sell Firefly then, because that's also slow reference. Much better shop than I had realized. Weapon skills, poison skills, gold skills. I don't think poison skills are very good for me. The exception being when you poison burn, when you burn poison, which is crazy. I'd be willing to drop Nanobot if I got like your one weapon has lifesteal as one of the options for Ryukon. I obviously can't fix it now, but that would be very, very good for me. The issue is if I find Dooltron or Bulldozer, the drill is likely getting removed from the board, so I'm in this awkward spot where upgrading weapons is best for my drill build, which I currently am. But also, I would very much like to pivot out of drill because it takes too long to start up right now, which means I lose the vat of acid. I'm going to go to Ryukon. I'm not thrilled about it, but I think Ryukon's the right play currently. 5% cooldown on the drill is 0.5 seconds. My opponent will have slowed items. I don't know if this is actually coded in a way that it works, though. I guess I'm just taking strength because rolling off of strength for 6 gold sounds pretty painful. On day 7, it's not all that likely I see gold or diamond skills. I can't see diamond skills. We definitely beat a Radiant Corsair. This should be horribly one-sided. It'll also be a good shot for us to like watch how strong we actually are. Usually once we start going, the build pretty much immediately kills the opponent. This will be 7.2 thousand DPS check. What got the cooldown increase, by the way? It was Blue Beetle, which is fine. That looks like 7.2 thousand and well under 20. That's pretty good. Oh, did I get crit by the anchor? You know it, why wouldn't you? I was wondering why my health was that low. Definitely going Kina here.
Peaceful. Punish the.
Don't actually think there's ever a way I run Pylon. Hey, Red Firefly's finally catching up. Now that they're able to show up until 8, it's much more likely that you get those last upgrades in. It's an expensive roll, but I have a lot of large items that I'm interested in. Oh, Yellow Mantis, you're the wrong one. You just don't compete with DJ Robot, Companion Core, even Pylon, Pyrocarbon. There are just so many hits that are better at generating haste than this guy. This roll fucking sucks, but there are too many important large items. Hello, Bulldozer, I was just talking about you. I definitely sell the Spyglass here. I think I take Bulldozer. I don't know that I actually run him yet is the weird thing. Because, like, obviously the drill is very, very good right now. So, at only silver, I don't know that it's better. I actually think first Aiden is worse than a second nanobot. Because this nanobot is, like, putting in damage. I am a damage build predominantly. First Aiden's haste is basically all overkill anyway. I think I have been running the build wrong. And while I'm glad I have Bulldozer for later, it's not good right now. Definitely pushing loot. I need all the cash I can get. Please stop giving me truffles. They shouldn't even be a loot item. I don't need to sell it yet, so I'm not going to tilt and sell it. We're going to go fight this Mac. He's 5 wins, which is terrifying, but I'm very strong for day 7. It's been a while since I saw a build kill Radiant Corsair quite that quickly. Of course he has rigged. Why would I have any advantage in startup time against a Mac? Ah, at least his build is so slow and looking pretty weak. Were your losses very recent? No, he's winning late with poison. How's that happen? Doesn't seem like it should have. So, quick check. What percentage of my build, I feel like it's all of it, is the drill. So the second little guy is not super important. The drill, however, was literally all of my damage. Quick check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16. 16 friend activations would have stuck around for Bulldozer. I believe Bulldozer at silver is only 10 damage scaling. Yeah. I don't know. I'll try it in my next fight. I don't think it's good. But the advantage of having a good build is I can test things out in PvE fights and see how they actually compare. Diamond 3D printer, huh? I mean, like, the bug doesn't even freeze for that long. It's not even good. No thanks, JJ. Once again, nothing. Dooltron is hidden from me forever. I'm gonna risk some coin here. I'm not very wealthy, but this is just such a strong event, it's hard to say no. Wandering Shoal is very good. If we get lucky here, we pick up Thick Hide, which is insane with Black Spider. And we launch faster now, right? Our bugs are down to 5.1. And it's not like Bulldozer is terrible or anything. He's just notably worse than Drill. But making the rest of the board faster makes Red Firefly a better source of burn, so the slack is getting picked up to some degree. And like 1 second or less, he was going to hit for another 300. I don't feel like this is bad, but it is worse. I don't think Electric Eels does anything. The issue I have is if I put random on the Drill, I'm committing to Drill. And I know long run that Drill might not be the better build. Like right now, if I found Dooltron, I would run Dooltron over Bulldozer every time. The shield is invaluable. If I found Robotic's facility, then I drop the DJ Robot setup, I lose the haste, and that hurts a lot, but giving everything multicast is insane with the bugs. There's just not a world where if I find the items I want, I continue to run Drill. So we're gonna go enchant an item randomly, and we're gonna throw the Red Firefly in there. We're hoping to get something that scales off the burn value. Haste is literally the worst enchant it could have hit. It actually does nothing. Drill, welcome back. It does something for you. Not so much for any of the other items on my board. We go Midsworth.
All things in moderation.
Why do you have to tempt me with Combat Core? It looks exactly like Dooltron before it flips. Anyway, we don't want combat core. We do want a silver crypto. I have no use for these eels. That was my computer reconnecting stuff. I don't know why it's been doing this lately. Let me check what's not seeded. I have to think one of my USB drives is dying and doing that. I'll have to look up how to like view the log of what's connecting to my computer so I can figure out what the hell that is. Anyway, we're done here. B1, B2, no bronze items. Don't look at him. So that means we're going to go to a hero merchant. I'm going to take 10 regen. I'm not going to go spend 6 gold to roll at a shop that can't improve my board. Immediately left in gold and crypto. Great investment. And drill is definitely still better than bulldozer in our current situation, especially with that otherwise useless haste enchant on red firefly. He's a fairly large fixer-upper. Provided timing windows are remotely saying the beetles are going to make it weird, I should just punch through his shield and be fine against everything. Yep, that is exactly how it's working out.
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
6-1. No, 6-2, right? Yeah, 6-2. But my first 2 losses were on the first 2 days of companion course, so I'm okay enough with that. After the weapons, a Dooltron switch would be great. Likely we're just spending 2 gold for nothing. Yeah, not even a drill upgrade. Cinders for plus burn on Firefly versus Kina for potential upgrade on most of my board. Oh, the Bulldozer upgrade at Ayla would also have been sick, obviously. I am going to take the Cinder here and stay 9. It could be a pretty decent tier. It'll also be that one. It's not bronze, at least. Going to sell this immediately. I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure we kill this 100% of the time. I don't even know if the Scythe manages to swing the first time we deal that much damage and that much disruption. Because his fastest item is 9 seconds, right? And then the Scythe itself is 11. He has no haste for it. So I think it just fails to even swing a weapon. Mortal Coil doesn't count. Yeah, doesn't even swing the Scythe. Would have been safe before they fixed him. Still really glad they fixed him by reworking the Great Axe to be 100% crit chance instead of 100% damage. Sure, I can never say no to a free diamond skill. Dooley freeze weapon. Freeze skills are usually pretty bad because the crit scaling on freeze skill and stuff like that take up a lot of room and all just sort of suck. I actually don't think it's bad at all for my build. I do every status ailment and I freeze a ton. Boom, done. Like, Shatter is insane when I freeze 3 every 3.45, right? Is it time to go pull and immediately be like, oh yeah, Shatter sucks though, because I'm running Dooltron? I want to play Dooltron. I haven't gotten to see it. I'm fine playing Bulldozer instead. Obviously, it's more impressive to run Shatter alongside of a drill. But I've still got, like, a little guy. I'm not going to put this in yet. It's insane with the robotics facility, but on its own, I don't think it's good enough. Oh, cool. You sold me literally every large item I could have cared about. Well, now I have decisions to make. I think drill is always out. I think drill plus nanobot is clearly worse than Dooltron. And it's not cool, so I'm going to immediately sell it and buy the Dooltron. The question is that right? Because it's up against the robotics facility. I don't know how I would run robotics facility and have it be exceptionally... Oh, wait, I have haste here. This would be terrible normally, but now I don't need DJ Robot with robotics facility. I could just run like this, turn that into robotics facility, multicast all the bugs. I wanted to play Dooltron. But, as cool as Dooltron is, the main thing that makes me hesitant for it is I need Bulldozer. I'm definitely out on DJ Robot. The question's just, am I buying Dooltron or Robotics Facility? Robotics Facility seems better to me. Oh, Robotic Factory. I always think its name is Robotics Facility. This just feels worse somehow. Anyway, with Robotic Factory, I will full haste my board immediately. With Dooltron, I'll have shield. And at this point in the game, I think Dooltron basically just clobbers them and we win guaranteed. Like, we're going to charge this very quickly with both of these at gold already. I think it's a factory, though. And the reason I think it's factory is because I have to stop Vat of Acid from going off. This is the step towards that. You need to run Bulldozer. This needs to go off first. You need to win before it unfreezes. And I think this is how we do it. I love Dooltron. I'll play him someday. But I think this is better.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
I'm really just looking for bugs, Andy. Okay. I don't know why they nerfed the value gain. Like, I guess the diamond one's pretty good, isn't it? You could get some pretty big cores, I guess. Maybe they experienced problems with it in the Dooltron mainframe. I could see that. Yeah, this build seems good to me. I think we're massively favored against anything. It turns out that if you get the haste enchant, it's actually pretty good if you then go into gold Bulldozer plus robotics facility. 4,400, Jabalian drum setup. Do I manage to hit him at all? Nope, he's gonna get the haste. That's pretty scary. No, I'm pretty scary, actually. Holy shit. So, every time this goes off, it half charges Blue Beetle. And Blue Beetle is hasted. And I think Black Spider is charging the Fireflies instantly, right? This goes off, it slows 6 items. That full charges the Firefly and the Wasp. More than that, actually. Which is going to cause Blue Beetle to lose. Oh, it's all infinite. Oh. Yeah, this is notably better than I gave it credit for. This actually beats Vat of Acid. I am going to go gold tier friend because I'm running 4 gold tier friends. Sorry, Walter Cooler. You're not cool enough for this build. I don't know. I can run him in PvE. I can run him really effectively in PvE, can't I? Because I can just, like, put in the core and Walter Cooler with freeze. The freeze isn't great, unfortunately. I would like to find a way to stall and do this, having been given the option. We go to Ayla looking for exactly and only dive into Bulldozer. I'm just that good at the game. Anyway, it looks like we're immediately being forced to sell this guy. It's not even allowed to stick around. I need... Oh, you're joking. Am I actually too broke? Wait, no, I have truffles. It's not actually 0 value. Goodbye, First Aiden. Goodbye, Walter Cooler. Diamond Bulldozer. If it wasn't completely evident before, it definitely is now. We beat Vat of Acid. Also, unfortunately, the bugs will be getting nerfed. I am sorry to inform you like this. I'm gonna take the medkit because it's gold. I meant as in, like, it's literally gold, not it would be gold tier. I'm not, like, clairvoyant or anything. This is the best hit, I think. Sorry, this one. When you burn hasted item for 1 second, I've already got it. When you burn charge a shield item could be insane with a shield item, or a shield enchant rather. Yeah, it's just good. It's just really good. Just in 4.2 seconds, go infinite with disruption and burn. I think that we're probably gonna go 10 wins with this one. Appreciate the Void Ray, I was low on cash. Oh, the upgrade is weird now. I mean, it's gotta be Blue Beetle. This is the most important thing. Make sure they just stay lockout no matter how wide their board is. I'm really just looking for a Black Spider upgrade at Andy. It's pretty damn specific. The flip side is like, the other options seem worse somehow. I'll buy bronze chocolate bars instead. I'm pretty broke. I'm okay not going to that shop. Zarkon's great. 13 on day 10 with Diamond Bulldozer Infinite Loop. Alright, Mac. I'm playing the one thing genuinely more broken than Vat of Acid on the ladder right now. I wanted to get this Dooley recorded before the potential Mac hotfix rather, with the nerfs. And that's because I think that these bugs might be getting hit too, and they're just so cool. I want to show them off in their current state. His build looks really good. Thick Hide's not active yet, but my disruption's kind of ridiculous. He did manage to activate at least 1 item, so that's good for him. A little bit more than I was expecting, to be honest. Now, checking recap, we are looking at... He just barely activated Fire Potion, which charged the candles. Not exactly inspiring. Vat of Acid is so screwed to this build. It doesn't have enough items. Vat of Acid takes up too much board space. Alright, Andy, I'm happy to come this time. Gold crypto is great. That's huge economy. That's all useless. Happy to go Andy as well.
Let's chat.
Even though the odds are very low, it's just up against next to nothing. Firefly upgrade is great. 2 more burn isn't nothing. Although realistically, it's kind of academic. Like, I call it great. It's probably not a big deal. Good crypto investment. Because, like, realistically, they're either locked out and dead or something crazy has happened and I'm dead, right? I can't really imagine an alternative. Dude, I would be so mad if I lose to Radiant Vat of Acid. Because you know they randomed into it. No one would choose Radiant when they could be looking for Poison, Burn, Obsidian, Shielded, even Heal. I don't know. Maybe someone would. I think most people who have Radiant Vats would probably get them randomly. Anyway, the build is very much complete on my end. I don't think charging matters anymore. I think I go Adira. I can't get Tiny Dancer. I don't know that anything else can give me cooldown is the weird thing. I'm gonna go Diamond Tier. I don't know what it could give me. Oh yeah, Tiny Dancer's not even relevant. I have the small enough board that doesn't do anything anymore. Anyway, I'll take 50% more health. It seems alright, you know? I'm gonna go Bazaar Con because not going Bazaar Con seems wrong. See experience, click experience. I'm gonna take a loot item because I'd honestly rather a feather than the massive amount of gold. That's fine, I suppose. Hey, feathers, come on, get in here. It's not a feather, but it's arguably better. I didn't dare to dream that big. I don't know if startup time is more important or if cooldown. It's just that it's worse against, like, specifically lockout mirrors or some other form of acceleration. Robotic Factory, Monitor Lizard, oh, you're doing it all wrong. This isn't the bug build. I will say, Fiery Companion Core looks very unsafe for the little guy. I feel bad for him. Anyway, his build's done. He didn't activate any items. Oh, there's a slight problem with the bugs. Yeah, this is just the meta bug comp, I suppose. Dooltron's probably really good. Like, 100 shield every time you activate your shit, really good. If this were Dooltron, build would be perfectly fine. But, it's notably better to just activate your shit instantaneously on an infinite loop, which is hard to compete with for anything, really. Yeah, I'll go Friend Items. I got 3 upgrades left. Don't even really know that it's worth my time, to be honest. Certainly not if I miss. Gumballs can't help. I'm gonna go Kino, keep looking for upgrades. Just as I don't like clicking on Gumballs, that's the real reason. Like, all that matters is startup time. If it's not able to give me cooldown reduction, I don't really care one way or the other. Are there enemies other than Void Colossus? What's going on here? I would still be very happy with Void Energy. It's just like, if you get this in a shield enchant, then Bulldozer becomes incredible. Because right now, Bulldozer's not infinite. He's just going off every 3 seconds twice for, like, nothing. A huge amount of damage, actually. We have 269 burn. I think Bulldozer might have actually done almost as much damage as that. Bulldozer dealt over half the damage. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, that does happen when you have 4 multicasted infinite friends. It makes sense. So what now? This is infinite. Upgrading these bugs doesn't matter. Upgrading my crit chance doesn't matter. I go into skills. Because more poison and burn does nothing. A slow doesn't matter. The slow is just charging these guys, and it's really just charging these guys because I have to kill my opponent eventually with something, and this guy charges that guy. I'm going to go gold tier skills. There's got to be something there that can help my build more than the largely useless benefits being offered to me. I think if a Vat of Acid goes off, I assume I'm dead, and Burning Shield does nothing to stop that. So I'm rolling. Wow, that's awful. I guess I'm going to take 15% crit chance.
Coin goes back to our community. We Sphinxians thank you.
There's literally nothing at middle. Temp boost doesn't matter. I'm going to go small tool for long-term economy. That way I can roll down very aggressively at an aerodrome. Cav can sell shielded enchants for the remaining bugs, which is not nothing. Mysterious Portal's more likely to matter because it can give me experience. Oh, what a surprise. It's a Mac. I wonder if he's playing Vat of Acid. In my experience, post day 10, I would say over 70% of Macs are Vat of Acid builds. This one's a Poppy Field. Sick. Love to see that. Oh, what an interesting build. He's got heavy Spider Mace. It's not quite infinite, and he has nothing that's charged in Soul of the District, so he is definitely just dead. He did manage to activate, like, an item, though. Good for him. Anyway, this does also need a nerf. I wanted a video with it unnerfed. It's absolutely disgustingly strong. But I really do have to hope this takes a nerf just like the other. Oh, we won. That was the last fight. I thought there was a day left. But yeah, this is obviously not okay. It's not that hard to get. I don't know. Is this a high roll? I feel like it's not a high roll because I've lost to this on the ladder before. I feel like I've seen this exact build beat me. It's really cool. I like the bugs a lot. I would love to use Dooltron, but it feels like you're just settling for Dooltron because he shows up with the same vendor as your real plan. The fact that it gives a mid-game transition, like it helps you build into drill, and it helps you transfer out of drill into other builds. Like I really like the function of the bugs. But their ability to create a completely ridiculous full lockout board like this just kind of isn't okay. Because like my skills don't matter here, right? Rust isn't doing anything. The extra burn is entirely unnecessary. Right-handed does nothing. Shatter is scaling Bulldozer, I guess. That is actually doing quite a lot of scaling. Not that it matters. My opponent isn't playing the game. Strength isn't doing anything. Tiny Dancer literally turned off. Again, the burn's basically not important. Deadly Eyes, like all the damage scaling is irrelevant because I've already locked them out with a guaranteed clock from the scaling on Diamond Bulldozer in an infinite combo. Desperate Cleanse and Defense Grid are genuinely good skills, but again, they're not mattering. This board with literally no skills, the fights would have played out the exact same way. Just maybe Bulldozer would have had to hit them one more time while they were frozen. I think the bugs are just totally fine until Robotic's Factory. And then when they start multicasting and charging off the multicast, they get absolutely wild. And I don't think it's infinite without Bulldozer, but as soon as Bulldozer gets involved, it just breaks in half. Anyways, here's the bugs. They're fantastic. I intend to play a lot of Dooley this month because I just really like the bugs. They feel very reminiscent of Pig's previous set, where it's just easy to fit the bugs into pretty much any build. You have Companion Core or any source of haste, Firefly is good. You have any source of slow, Firefly is good. If you're trying to lock out, finding out how to make Blue Beetle work makes a ton of sense. Black Spider's generically good. Green Wasp is the only one that feels like a part of it that's sort of replaceable. Well, Yellow Mantis, you can see that he was replaced. But the bugs are just generally good. They fit smoothly into the gaps of Dooley's game plan. They have very powerful late game strategies. I like them a lot. And I'm going to be sad when either they get nerfed or they don't get nerfed. Because if they do get nerfed, you hate to see them go. They're really cool. And hopefully if they get nerfed, it'll be something reasonable and they'll still be good. But what's worse is if they don't get nerfed, because then this is the ladder. Right now, Vat of Acid is largely keeping down any other broken bullshit because it's so much more consistent. But as soon as Vat of Acid goes, the ladder's gonna get real interesting. And if this doesn't go with it, the ladder might just shift to a new king. But even if it does, it'll take people a couple of days to figure it out, so that'll be nice. Anyway, ideally, this will be the last video I post on this patch, and next time you see me, Vat of Acid will be long gone. That'll be all for now. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.